Here's your host on You Bet, Matthew Kelly.
Thank you. Hello and welcome to a brand new series of You Bet. And it's great to be out in front of an audience again. A year is a long time to be standing behind those doors. You know, the time wasn't wasted. No, because during the long winter months as I stood there, played with the icicles in my hair, I grew to thinking, and I remember it was one fine spring morning, a little squirrel awoke in my pocket. And I realised television performers like myself have a tremendous power, a power that if harnessed properly can maybe balance some of the sorrow and unhappiness we see every day on our screens. And it was as the little squirrel started to seek out his nuts, I came to the realisation that by not utilising that power fully, I had maybe failed you in some way. Don't be silly, of course you haven't, I hear you cry. I hear you cry. Thank you. And I reply, maybe, who knows? But I do know this, from now on, things are going to change because television can be a great bringer together of people. And that's what I want tonight, a great bringing together, because I want everyone here in our studio audience and you at home to reach out to the person next to you and to say, I love you. And then give them a little kiss. And do you know, I think you'll be amazed at the reaction you get. Hello, I love you. See, just look at that, look. See, come on, everybody. Come, everybody. Just turn to the person next to you. I want to see you all doing it. Turn to the person next to you. Tell them that you love them. And if you're a bit shy of kissing, just give them a little bit of a stroke. Off you go, everybody, all together. I love you. Yes. Well done. You feel better? He's looking a lot better over there. Remember, it doesn't matter where you're watching, in the pub, with friends, or standing next to a stranger outside a TV shop. If you just reach out and tell them you love them, I'm sure you'll be surprised at the reaction. But it's okay. It's time now to welcome our celebrity guests, who I'm sure are touching each other even as we speak. Original, talented, charming and debonair. These are just some of the words my first guest asked me to mention. Ladies and gentlemen, Master Magician Geoffrey Durham. He'll bowl you over, and that's no flannel. England cricketer David Sid Lawrence. The woman who's putting the guest back into Gestapo, please say hello to Kim Hartman. And finally, he floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee, my last guest, the one that put down Ali, ladies and gentlemen, Henry Cooper. They did know you after all. Welcome, everybody, to the SS You Bet, setting sail upon a sea of fun and... Came over on nautical. OK, let's cast off for the first challenge of the series, and it's a You Bet classic. Now, if you've ever got up at 2 in the morning, lugged that old mattress out the front door and dumped it on your neighbour's skip wearing nothing but your Mickey Mouse Jim Jams and a look of smug satisfaction, then I know you're going to like this, because it's to do with skips. 29-year-old Sean Bryant drives a skip lorry, and he says that using the container of his 17-ton skip vehicle, he can collect 7 footballs which have been placed on the top of 7 poles 5 foot high. And he'll do this in 2.5 minutes. You're not following this at all, are you, Geoffrey? I'll show you what I mean. Now, what's going to happen is that Sean will reverse his vehicle up to each pole, making the container swing back and forth gently, so that when the container touches the pole, the ball will fall. Hopefully the right way. And Sean will catch it in the skip. But if Sean knocks over a pole or misses the ball, they'll have to reset and he'll have to try it again. Now, the poles are spaced around a circle approximately 45 feet in diameter. So bearing in mind that the skip vehicle It's 37 feet long. When the container is still, it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. Let's see, this is Henry's challenge. Henry, why are you backing this challenge?
Well, I was in the building trade, and these guys, I tell you, they get them skips up on building sites in fantastic place. So if they can do that, I fancied it, my man, to do it, and I'm going to give him a big yes.
You really believe that, do you?
Yep.
We believe you, Henry. Kim, what do you think?
No chance.
Watch it.
I'm sorry, it's a tiny little area. Great big lorry. No, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to give it a big no.
Fair enough, Kim. David, what do you think?
I don't think he can do it, unfortunately. I'm going to have to say no. I think it's just too tight of area, really, for him to do it, really. So I'm going to say a big no.
Well, that's confident, isn't it?
You know,
I'm going to say yes, Jeffrey. He's sitting behind there.
I'm going to say yes, because the last time I was on this programme, I said yes to a lorry driver, and... if you see what I mean. And
I think we get your drift.
last time it rebounded on me, I had to do a forfeit. I'm going to try again and see if I can get away with it this time.
Fair enough, Jeffrey. You say yes. 2 yeses,
Yes.
2 nos. Let's see if our audience agree. Place your bets now, please. Kim's absolutely right. It's a very tight squeeze for him. And don't forget, you can play this at home, you know. Place your bets amongst yourselves. OK, we've got 56 here who say yes and 44 who say no. So let's meet our challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Bryant. Hey, Sean.
Hello there.
You made it. Well done. How are you feeling?
Bit nervous.
I know, I get all that as well. How long have you been in waste?
3 years now.
Goodness for that, I thought it was me. So, do you like your job?
Yes.
Do you?
Very much. Yeah,
Really?
nice.
What's the most peculiar thing you've ever found in a skip?
Skoda.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Are people always putting things in each other's skips?
Yeah, you get quite annoyed as well.
Do they?
Yeah.
And do you get the end of that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Now, how confident do you feel about doing this challenge? Because it is a very tight squeeze. Like, the vehicle's 37 feet long, you've got a 45 feet area, and how much of a swing on the skip is there?
About 3 foot.
Another 3 foot. So that only gives you 5 foot leeway, does it? Well, I wish you the best of luck, and keep the confidence up. We're right behind you, Sean.
Oh, thanks, Rich.
Off you go. Are you ready? Go! Again, you knocked over the pole. No, again. 30 seconds. The pole's down. The pole is down. 15 seconds. That's it. 5 seconds more. 3, 2, 1. Out.
So unlucky. And just certificate there. And one medal there.
Now, can I just show you this? Everybody now on You Bet gets a medal, whether you win or whether you lose. And I think that's only right and proper, don't you? Yeah. Well, Sean, just a little too much swing towards the end, I felt. You could have done it easily. He didn't disgrace himself, did he? No. He didn't, did he, Mother? No. Ladies and gentlemen, Henry Cooper's challenger, Sean Bryant. So near and yet so far. And tragically for you, Henry, this is forfeit time.
Oh, it's
Now, just by way of a change, the audience are the guardians of the forfeits. Now,
Oh, I see.
all those who are carrying forfeits on them in the audience, would you please stand up? You'll see 6 people stand. Lovely faces, all of them. All you need to do is pick a number from 1 to 6. Somebody who looks as if they have a kindly face.
Well, he looks a kind of one in front there, number 1, doesn't
Number
he?
1.
Let's have
Okay.
him. That's splendid.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Barry from Farnborough. Hi, Barry. Come in. Make yourself at home. Barry, perhaps you could open the envelope and tell Henry what he's got to do for his forfeit. And what's it say?
Get ready to shimmy with your chamois and smile through the pain. You're off to be a high-rise window cleaner.
A window cleaner. Have you ever done this kind of thing before?
No, the wife's tried to make me, but I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian from Farnborough and Henry Cooper. Thank you. Not only does Henry get a forfeit, he gets no marks at all. Sorry about that, Henry. Kim, you said no, so you were absolutely right. So you set off with some marks, you get 44. David, you were right as well. You get 44 marks. And, what's this about the lorry driver?
Ah, well.
Fall
He was
for it
sad, wasn't
every
he?
time. It was
I
very
was
sad.
very sorry for him because
He could have done it. He could have. In fact, I've seen him do it. Let's see how the audience got on. Well, 44 of you, sadly, were right, and those 44 points will go to all the other points at the end of the show, and the points will be turned into pounds and donated to charity. Now then, have you ever heard of Papa Shango, the Undertaker, and the Repo Man? Have you? Yes! I know, I thought they were members of Bananarama, but no, you're quite right, they're wrestlers. A fact that my next challenger could tell you dead easy, because 13-year-old Stephen Smith from Bath is a grappling fan and a devotee of the American World Wrestling Federation. And Stephen says that he can recognise any one of 80 bouts from the last 8 series of WrestleMania and SummerSlam by just seeing a few moments of the action. And Stephen will be able to tell us who the wrestlers are, who won, and how. And we've selected 25 clips, and we'll ask Stephen to recognise 5 bouts chosen at random by a member of our studio audience. And this is Kim Hartman's challenge. I suppose you're going to tell me, Kim, that you're a wrestling fan?
Well, I could be, but I think I should keep some secrets for myself.
I don't think you should.
I'm saying a big yes to Stephen because he's 13 years old. He's an avid fan of this wrestling, and although it's a massive claim he's made, I think he's possibly going to do it.
David, what do you think?
I'm a bit of a wrestling fan myself. I'm a Hulkamania fan, so I'm going to go for a yes.
Plop your yes on then.
I'll put a yes.
Okay, Jeffrey.
Oh, undoubtedly, because he's under 14. And if you're under 14, you can always do it.
This is not true.
It is true. It's definitely true. It's a yes. Definitely true.
You are a cynic, honestly. Henry, what do you think?
Well, I'm going to be different from the rest of the panel. I'm going to say no, because I think there's so much of this wrestling going on. He could get mixed up with... I mean, he's going a bit specialised, so
and it's a lot of information.
It's going to be a bit tricky, I think,
Exactly.
so I'd say no.
Put your no on the board. Thank you, Henry. Let's see what the audience think. Place your bets now, please. It's a lot of information. He is only 13. What do you think at home? His mum and dad are looking a bit worried now. I can see them here. Oh, yes, there's a lot of confidence here. 76 say yes, and only 24 say no. First of all, before we meet our challenger, I need a member of the audience to help choose the tape, so bear with me. I know exactly who I want. I spotted her earlier. Here she is, well spotted. And your name is?
Helen.
Helen, where are you from?
Romford.
Romford, a lovely area. Would you care to join me? Ladies and gentlemen, Helen from Romford. You got friends. You got friends. Helen, are you a wrestling fan yourself?
Not really, no.
No, you don't like it?
No.
Are there many wrestling fans here? Yeah, we love it. OK, all I want you to do is choose 5 tapes at random, any you like. We've got all these shelves. There's the first one. Thank you very much. That's lovely. Pop that there. Thank you very much. Number 2. There's the third one. Thank you. Just 2 more. Number 4, and a final one, Helen, if you could. Lovely. I think you'll be a wrestling fan after this. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Helen from Romford. There we go. We have our television, we have our video, we have our tapes. We need a challenger. Please welcome Stephen Smith. You all right?
Yes.
Excellent. How long have you been a fan of wrestling?
About 2 years.
Have you ever seen them live?
Yes, I have. On the UK Rampage at Wembley Arena.
Really? What are they really like?
From what I can see, they're pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have any favourites?
Yeah, Legion of Doom. I like their image. And they're good wrestlers.
What's the team with the silliest name, or the wrestler with the silliest name?
Probably the Bushwhackers. They're like hillbillies.
Are they?
Yeah, they're like you.
Right. Oh. I was going to say, have you ever heard of the Manchester Matchstick?
No.
You're looking at him. I wish you a lot of luck with this, because I think it's a cracking challenge if you can pull it off. Are you ready to do it?
Yes, thanks.
Excellent. Take yourself a seat. And I shall see if I can work this equipment. I'm not good with equipment, so bear with me. OK? You ready for your first one?
Yes.
OK. Who was playing there?
That was the Bushwhackers against the Fabulous Rougeau brothers. And the Bushwhackers won when Luke pinned Raymond Rougeau after a double stomach breaker.
I see. Let's see if you're right. Ready for the second one? OK. Here it comes now.
That's the Barbarian
Yes.
against Tito Santana. And the Barbarian won with a pin after a flying clothesline from the top turnbuckle.
Let's see if you're right. You're absolutely right. Ready for your third one?
Yeah.
Here it comes now. Who was that?
That's Bret the Hitman Hart against Rowdy Roddy Piper. Hitman won with a pin. It's a bit complicated. Whilst he was in a sleeper hold, he put his feet on the top turnbuckle, pushed back, rolled himself over, and he was sort of in a pinning combination.
Well, you could see it coming, really, couldn't you? Absolutely right. OK, number 4, coming now. Who was that?
It's the Bushwhackers again against the natural disasters. And the natural disasters won when earthquake pinned Luke after a vertical splash. Or he sat on him, basically.
Okay, let's see if you're right. Quite right, of course. See what we can do here.
Okay, fifth one coming now.
$1 Million Man's Head DBRC against Virgil. Virgil won with a pin after knocking $1 Million Man's head into an exposed turnbuckle.
Okay, let's see if you're right. British, do you have anything for Stephen there?
I've got a Super Nintendo WrestleMania game, and the first ever British Bulldog World Wrestling Federation video is the first one ever to get one of these in the world. It's the first British Bulldog tape ever.
Well,
it's not even in the stores yet. And I already got a picture of the British Bulldog.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, British Bulldog. All right. And Tim Hartman's challenger, Stephen Smith. Well done. Yeah. Well done, Tim. You are quite right to back that challenge. You get some more points as well. You go up to 120. Wasn't that amazing?
Wonderful.
David, you said yes. You go up to 120. Jeffrey, you said yes.
I knew he would.
You get 76 points. I'm sorry, Henry, it's not going too well for you, is it? Let's see how the audience did. And I'm happy to say that 76 of you were right. Now, cast your mind back to the final show of the last series when Chris Akabusi romped home with 0 points. Not only did he get 0 points, he also got a forfeit, which was to be a cobbler for the day. And with true Olympic spirit, Chris certainly put his heart and soul into it.
Oh, hello, Chris.
How you doing, mate?
Nice to meet you. I hear you used to be in the army.
Yeah, just used to be.
Well, I don't know whether these are familiar to you.
They bring back all the memories, those things.
I would like you to solder heal them for me. Put new metal tips on the heels. They're toe plates and 13 studs in the sole.
Matt,
you see what I do? Put your nails in your mouth. You can take them out the front.
okay, well, this is what I do.
That's very good. I won't be doing like this, Chris. Bang each nail in as you go along.
It's a bit of solo, it's not too difficult. Huh? Well, Matthew, these boots are made for walking, and I'm out of here.
Join us again after the break when our challengers will be queuing up, splashing down. See you in a bit. Ta-ra. Welcome back. Now, you haven't accidentally tuned into Pop Black. It's still You Bet, and this is the next challenge. You see, that's why we need challengers here on You Bet, just to get the stuff right. I made that up then. So anyway, the challenge. Mandy Fisher from Wisbech in Cambridgeshire is an amateur snooker player. And she's better than me. And she says that in 100 seconds or less, she can pot the colours. That's the yellow, green, brown, blue, pink and black balls, not just once, but twice. She will pot the balls in the correct play order. This is David's challenge. David, why are you backing it?
Snooker players put a lot of hard work in, and plus that, I think the female snooker players get a bit of a raw deal. So I think she'll be out here to prove to all the male snooker players that the females are just as good. So I'm backing her all the way, so I think she'll definitely do it.
You are such a creep.
I'm just a creep.
You just want to keep in with the women. Press your yes button and back it with a possible forfeit. I hope you're right, though. Jeffrey.
Well, I just got a feeling that it's harder than it looks. I may be wrong, but I'm going to say no.
OK. Henry, what do you think?
Well, as I say, I think the snooker game's improved, the girls have improved, and I'm going to go a big yes for us. So.
Good for you, Henry. Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah. OK, Kim.
Well, I think in this male-dominated programme, it's only fair that us girls should stick together, so I'm going to say yes.
I think that's fair enough, and I think you've got a lot of agreement out there as well. Let's see what the audience really do think. Place your bets now, please. OK, will all the girls stick together? Will the men stand behind the girls? What do you think at home? Is it worth having a row about, perhaps? OK, 66 say yes. And 34 say no. I wonder what proportion were women. Please meet our challenger, Mandy Fisher. I hope you're better than I am. I could have done...
Unlucky.
I've done it all day.
I know.
And it was you that taught me.
I know.
Thanks very much. OK, what's your rank in the world? Because you have quite a high ranking, don't you?
I'm 7th in the world at the moment. I was #1 for 2 years,
Yeah.
but having a family and that's put me back a bit.
Well, it does do, doesn't it? Anyway, what's the hardest part of the challenge?
Time. There's really very little time. To pot each ball, I've got about 8 seconds, and then to run round and pot another ball, I've just got 8 seconds to do it. So if I miss, it's very difficult.
Right,
you know?
so aside from running round, you've actually got to compose yourself between each
Exactly,
shot.
yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure you're capable of it. And rank yourself along with the men. We'll need a referee, so will you please welcome John Street, our ref. I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Let's get to our positions. OK, you ready? The time will start as soon as you hit the cue ball. You have 1 minute. Seconds. $15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. David!
Sorry, thanks.
Oh, well, very well.
Thank you.
There you go.
There you are. What do you think of that, David?
That was very good, better than what I could do, so very well done.
Do we think the ladies are equal to the men? I think so. David Lawrence is challenger, Mandy Fisher, John Street, the referee, and David, you stay with me. Ladies and gentlemen, Mandy Fisher. OK, it's forfeit time once more. Will the remaining members of our audience who are holding forfeit envelopes please stand? So it's 2, 3, 6 or 5.
I'm going to go for number 6, like, you know what I mean?
Number 6 is Valerie from Maidstone. Give her a big hand as she comes out. Hello, Valerie. You good at opening envelopes?
I'll try.
Have a look, see what's in there, OK?
Give me something nice, please.
Something nice.
Something nice.
Ooh. You're too sexy for this show.
Oh.
I'm afraid you've got to go on the catwalk. You're going to
no.
be a model.
I'm going to be a model.
Yeah, I think so. Have you ever modelled before?
No, the boys call me a bit of a poser back at the club.
I can't imagine why.
I don't know why
I
neither,
can't
so
think.
I'm going to take a bit of stick for this, I think.
Yeah. Would you like to be a model, Valerie?
No, but I'd like to see him be one, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, Valerie from Maidstone and David Lawrence. Thank you very much. So let's see how we all did win the points. David, of course, said yes. He gets a forfeit and no points. Jeffrey, you said no, and you were quite right too. Your points go up to 110. This is excellent stuff. Henry, are you trying to equal Chris Akabusi's score of 0? Yes, that. No, yes. Only 2 more challenges to go. And Kim, you said yes, you don't get any more either. Still, you're still equal first with David. Let's see how the audience did. And 34 of you, sadly, were right. Now, our new bet last year, you may remember that Mervyn Phillips and his team broke the world record for the highest number of people on a wet bike. So this year, we decided to try a similar challenge with a jet ski. Pascal Moll from Belgium and Pierre Claverie and Joël Delacroix, both from France, say that they can get not the highest number, but the highest person onto the back of a jet ski. What are you on about, I hear you silently mouth? Well, Pierre is a paraglider, and he says that having been towed up to a height of 80 metres from the back of a boat, driven by Joël, he will then release himself and descend to land on the back of the jet ski, driven by Pascal. Well, if I was a paraglider and my friend had a jet ski, well, that would be the first thing that I'd think of as well. Yes, I can see you'd have the same idea. So, let's see which celebrity's challenge this is. It's Jeffrey's, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's just deliciously daft. I just really hope they can do it. I think it's the most wonderful idea.
You tried anything like this yourself?
No. I've never joined the Chippendales either.
Yes, Martin. Thank you very much. OK, Henry, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes, because I think these old modern parachutes, they can control them so marvellous that they can come down on the back of it, so I'm going to say yes.
You go for a yes as well. OK, Kim, what do you think?
Well, I can't believe they could possibly do it. It sounds much too complicated to me, and I always have to disagree with Henry anyway, so I'm going to say no.
As a matter of point. David, what do you think?
No, I don't think they can do it, and if they get it wrong, it could be pretty painful too for them. So I'm going to say no, I don't think they can do it.
Well, let's see what the audience think. Place your bets now, please. OK, can you imagine this? The paraglider coming down. He's got to come back on the back of the jet ski. It's fairly precise. We'll see what they think. Ah, well, it's fairly even in the audience as well. 53 say yes, and 47 say no. OK, get out your flip-flops, slap on the Factor 38, y vamos a la playa. It's time now for El Beto. OK, so you've got a jet ski, a speedboat, and a paraglider. Now, who does what in the challenge, and who is the challenge most difficult for?
Well, I'll actually be taking Peter up in the air behind the boat. I think I have the most difficult job because of the controls, and it's more of a teamwork between the two of us.
Sure. And you're so far away from where he is as well. Okay, Pascal, what do you do?
Well, I do the jet ski, so I will be picking up Peter, and I think I've got the most difficult task because I have to get right on time behind Peter to get in on.
So you have to judge where he comes down?
Yeah.
That is a difficult job. Pierre, what do you do?
Je suis le pilote du parapente et il y a difficulté parce que la mer est un peu agitée et c'est tout un travail de précision et c'est un challenge qu'on n'a jamais fait, c'est une chose qu'on n'a jamais fait, donc je pense que ça sera difficile quand même.
Don't tell me. Pierre has the most difficult job.
That's what he says. He just said that he's the paragliding pilot and the sea's a bit rough. And he says it's going to be very hard, and it's never been done before, so we'll see how it goes.
So you all have the most difficult job.
That's right.
I knew it. Well, we'll soon see. Better get to it. Good luck.
Okay.
See you then. There's Peter being taken up by the speedboat. Bell sets off on the jet ski. The line's gone and Peter's on his own now. Now it's a matter of judgment, wind conditions, luck, and hopefully not too many sangrias the night before. Will he do it? Gliding in. Lining up now. And... yes!
It's open! Hackamore, Pierre Claverie and George Delacroix! Yes!
Medal for you, medal for you, and the trophy.
Splendid. A very lucky Geoffrey Durham and Pascal Mole, Pierre Claverie and George Delacroix.
Well done.
Well, let's see how he did. Well done, Geoffrey. Some more points coming your way. You go up to 163, which puts you seriously in the lead now.
Oh, good.
And no forfeit either. OK, Henry, you said yes as well, and you get some points. Oh, yes. 53 points for Henry. Sorry, Kim. No more points. You still joined second with David, who also said no.
Fine. That's it, no points for me.
Let's see how our audience did, and 53 of you, of course, we're right. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with a distinctly ropey challenge. Until then, hasta la flip-flop. Welcome back. Now, our final challenger tonight walks a very fine line between extremely brave and extremely bonkers. In fact, it's a very, very fine line because it's only half an inch wide. Bernie Bennett, who some of you may remember helped me with my tightrope walking forfeit last year, says that in 3 minutes or less he will walk up this tightrope set at a 30-degree gradient to an 18-inch platform 20 feet off the ground. Unfortunately, Bernie gets bored very quickly, so he's not going to stand up there doing nothing. He'll just turn round 180 degrees and descend down the other side, backwards, of course, and obviously he will do the whole challenge with a blindfold. Quite daring or daft, bold or balmy. Let's see what our celebrities think. This is my challenge. Henry, what do you think of it?
Let's be honest, we're all going to be willing him to do it, so I'm just going to say yes, I want him to do it. I'm going to vote yes.
Thank you, Henry. A lovely sentiment. Kim?
Yeah, I feel the same, actually. It'd be brilliant if he did that. It's so steep, so I'm going to say yes as well.
Yes, thank you.
David?
It's just too difficult task for him to do, I think. So I'm going to say a big no. But I hope he does it. Don't get me wrong, I hope he does it, but I don't think he will do it.
Jeffrey?
This is an original idea, isn't it? I've never heard of it before.
As far as I'm aware,
I think it's a wonderful idea. I'm going to say yes.
Smash it.
Just so hope he does
Thank
it.
you. 3 yeses, 1 no. Let's see what our audience think. Place your bets now, please. Let's see if they have as much confidence as our panel of celebrity guests. What do you think at home? Can he? Can't he? Well, it's a lot of confidence here. 86 say yes, and only 14 say no. So please welcome Bernie Bennett. Hi, Bernie.
Hiya.
Excellent. How long have you been a tightrope walker?
About 12 years now.
12 years?
Yeah.
What's the main difficulty of this, aside from the fact that the wire is only half an inch thick and it's 30 degrees up there and it's 20 feet in the air and you have to do it coming backwards and the blindfold?
Well, one of the big things is worrying about my feet slipping.
Yeah.
And then manoeuvring around on the platform. All of that, you know, is okay, but under pressure of time as well. I think it's quite a challenge.
As far as you're aware, this is the first time this has ever been attempted.
I think it is. Yeah.
Well, I have news for you, because this was once attempted by a Mr. Waiadini. apparently, yes, who now goes under the name of Mrs. Wayadini. Which brings me to a very important question. What actually happens if you do... I'm just trying to give you confidence.
Thank you.
What actually happens if you do slip?
Well, I've got this safety harness, so there will be a safety wire, but I've asked them to make sure that it is slack, so that it's not helping me in any way, but
That's
it would
fine.
catch me, save me hitting the ground.
OK, and I shall put the blindfold on you myself.
Right.
Not one, but two.
Two blindfolds.
I wish you a lot of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, Bernie Bennett, get to the floor. That's the next thing. OK. You ready for your blindfolds?
Yep.
Here we go. Blindfold number 1. Is that comfortable?
That's good, yeah.
Right. And just to make doubly sure, blindfold number 2. Is that all right for you?
Yeah.
Here we go. Is that comfortable?
Yes, that's fine.
OK. I'll leave it with you. OK, Bernie. Are you ready?
Yes.
You have 3 minutes. Your time starts now. Thirty seconds. You're halfway. Had 1 minute. 4 steps. 1, 2, 3. One more and you're on. You're there. Half time. You have 1 minute left. Two steps to the halfway. You're halfway. 30 seconds left. Twenty seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds, and you have about 6 feet. 5 seconds. 2 more steps. That's it! Oh, Bernie, come with me. Oh, don't do that to me, don't. I lived through every step of that. What are you trying to do to me?
Oh, God. Put years on me.
How do you feel?
It's exhausting, actually. It really is exhausting.
It is. Yeah. Weren't you impressed with that? Thank you. Was that a challenge? I think so. There's your medal. Ladies and gentlemen, my challenger, Bernie Bennett. Good man. Well done. Terrific. Yes! Let's see how everybody did on that round. Yes. Henry, you were quite right to back me and say yes. I mean, back Bernie, really. Your points go up to 139. Kim, you said yes, and you got up to 206. David, you were wrong, I'm afraid, but you don't get any more points at all. Jeffrey, you said yes, and you go up to 249. This means you're this week's winner. I'll be right back to you about that. Let's see how our audience did. Well, 86 of you are absolutely right. We'll add those points to all the others that we've had during the evening. That gives us an audience total of 293. We'll now add all our celebrities' totals together, and that gives us a celebrity total of 714. Now, let's add the celebrity total to the audience total, and that gives us a combined total of 1,007 points. And as I said earlier, the points will be turned into pounds and donated to charity. So that's far too small an amount. Could you triple it, please? Thank you. And that gives us a grand total for charity of £3,021. Very good. And that money will be donated to a charity nominated by this week's celebrity winner, who was Jeffrey Durham. Jeffrey, who would you like the money to go to?
I'd like it to go to help people suffering from motor neurone disease.
Motor neurone disease is an excellent cause. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey Durham, thank you. Thank you. And unfortunately, that's all we've got time for this evening on You Bet. I'd like to thank all the people who carried our forfeits for us. I'd like to thank a special thank you to our celebrities. Ladies and gentlemen, there were tonight Henry Cooper, Kim Hartman, David Lawrence and Jeffrey Durham. And of course, our thanks to the people who the show is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, the challengers.